Hi, Andrew Lamb from Action Coach Northwest Houston. I help you create better businesses so that you and your family can have a better life. Sound good? Well, let me give you some examples on what I'm doing right now. So I'm working with a business, David, and he's a manufacturer. And David came to me and he wasn't that enthusiastic about coaching. He was lots of questions, was undecided whether I could help him or not because I wasn't in manufacturing. But let me tell you, in less than 4 weeks, David cannot wait to get on that call every week. We figured out where David's issues were. We had an issue with vendors. A vendor that could not produce the material that he needed for his finished goods. Issue number 1. Issue number 2 is David's vision and mission was outdated. He didn't know where he was going. He didn't know where his North Star was. So we had to figure that out. And we did that pretty darn quickly with David's work. He was very diligent. He really worked on that. And today we have a vision and mission that David is running with right now. And not only that, within a couple of weeks, we've actually identified 2 new vendors to actually start work on producing the material he needs for his business. Some really quick turnarounds there. The other area we're looking at with Scott. Scott is an IT. Scott's business is a fledgling business. He has an idea, he had a solution, but we're trying to figure out how do we drive that business forward. And what we're finding with Scott is Scott was on his own at the beginning in January. And what we identified was Scott needed to really start to work on his solutions, have some proof points, which he did. We've structured Scott so that he now has the material, the marketing material, the solutions that his customers need, as well as the staff he needs to support his business. Because guess what? Scott was like many of you. He was a single entrepreneur. He was doing everything. He couldn't do everything. So we set up the structure to enable him to build and grow his business in the right way. And as I said, Scott's grown 700% since January. Pretty phenomenal work. And then finally we have Chris. Chris is taking over the family business. His father ran the business for over 30 years. A very successful business, well known around the Houston area. Chris completed his training and came back to the family business to take over the family business. Chris is learning from his father how to run that business. However, Chris has a slightly different mindset. Chris wants to expand the business. He wants to drive the business in different ways, not the traditional way in the industry he's in. So we're working with Chris and his team to make sure we've got the right structure in place, to make sure we've got the right accountability and responsibility in the areas so that work is done seamlessly and now allows Chris to not only learn from his father some of the things that worked in the past, but also to expand the business into other areas and test and measure the market. And we're doing some phenomenal work. This quarter, we overachieved our goals with regards to that business's revenue. So hopefully those are a couple of good examples that you can take from of what we're doing here at Action Coach. So are you ready? Are you ready to grow in the right structured way? It takes time, it takes effort, but it also takes direction. I'm here to help you grow your business so that you and your family can have a better life. If you want to talk to me, click on the link below. Set up a discovery meeting with me. It's only 30 minutes. What have you got to lose? Click on the link, schedule a call. Let's figure out how we're going to grow your business so you can have a better life in the future. Andrew Lamb, Action Coach, Northwest Houston.